rather than walking away, he ended up with a penthouse and new furniture.
Penthouse suite.
Yes, penthouse suite. No, you don't have to make the distinction. No, you do not.
I don't think it
Only you do.
matters.
Penthouse is a penthouse.
Yes.
It only makes the difference if you know.
Okay, continue. He goes back to his office.
Okay, he goes back to his office where he's gotten a promotion. I don't exactly. Why did he get a promotion? He's been gone for 2 weeks.
Maybe it's because of his appearance at the museum and the special effect that he got.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I think that's just how it is.
Like that's during because when he returns to London above, they actually, it's not as if I originally thought that.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I originally thought that when he returns to London above, he would sort of like go back to the point where he met Thor, the exact same time, and everything just returned exactly the same. But apparently, he actually has been gone for the past 2 weeks. But then when he returns, the people on London above register it as like some girl from computer services is trying to hit on him.
I think that's a really scary part. How he realizes what the rest of his life is.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, he realized
That creeped me the hell out.
Really quite a lot of it play out.
he said, yeah, it's something you can't say I'm overanalyzing. I say that Gaiman is trying to say something about society with that.
Yeah, well, I think he was. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. Everyone goes through that process, right? You see how your life might play out, and then you realize, and you wonder, like, what's the point going through all of this?
So let's actually mention what happened. So
After that,
he goes on.
after that, then Gary mentioned, at least even though Richard described all those fun, adventurous moments, Gary mentioned about like what you said, like this job and gives you money and then it gives you more safe next day.
No, that's the exact same thing that's kind of being said about with the computer services girl. So they go on their date and then he meets this computer services girl who apparently has this kind of thing for him, and he knows at first. It's actually described in pretty funny ways. And okay, first they're going to go home and they're going to make gentle love, and they're going to get married after a while, have a few children, and basically live through the entire cycle.
You live a good life.
You live a good life,
Yeah,
but then
he says,
the striking part is he knows that there's nothing special about it. He doesn't like it.
I think Gary is
It's
also
so boring.
suggesting that you're stuck in this. You can't get out because you'll have tomorrow. Right?
I actually thought that Gary was more of like a contrast to. Contrasting Richard at the point where he is content with it, but then Richard isn't anymore.
Yeah.
Richard would have been in the past, but not anymore.
I don't think he acts as a fool. If that's what you're saying.
No, not as a fool exactly. It's just what he said at that moment was kind of contrasting it. Because right after he talked about London, right after he talked about like his adventures in London below, Gary immediately started talking about like bus stuff, transportation, nothing exactly important. Richard didn't even care about it.
Because it shows the difference between having knowledge of I guess, but not really. Because to begin with, they weren't really similar at all. I think Gary was.
Yeah, so it's not a fault. Just what he said at the point was kind of a contrast. They're not really fault.
Do you think like in the very beginning of the prologue, there's a lady who was
The fortune teller, right?
Don't open doors.
No, watch out for doors.
Some trouble. Do you think really opening those doors is really like?
I think what she meant by watching is.
She didn't say it was trouble. She just said watch out for doors.
By door, she could have either meant literally as doors or door.
Or door, yeah.
I think it was the girl.
Is that ambiguous?
But is he mentioning it as a good thing or a bad? Watch out.
All she knows is that there's something to do with doors inside.
No, I know it's bad. He said if I were you, I would avoid doors.
She said I would watch out for doors. Watch out doesn't mean avoid. It doesn't necessarily carry a.
I thought she said avoid.
She said watch out.
Where does it say? No. You guys can tell me. Yeah, okay, never mind. I said I watch out. Yeah, okay. So we don't actually know what. Oh, anyway, let me finish that. So after realizing that everything he wanted, everything he knows he can have, even though it's a good life to have London, it will be considered a good life in London, but then he knows that that's not what he wants. So he goes to a drunken not a drunken, a homeless woman. It's like the closest connection to London below in London above, like the homeless people. I don't know. I think that's why he went to, or probably just because she was. It's like in the prologue, and he goes to a homeless girl, and when she thinks she's insane, and then he takes a hunter's knife and carves out a door shape, and then he tries to ask for hunter, door, the marquee, anybody.
Yeah, he goes into like this weird passion. He's homesick.
Yes, he's actually homesick the other way around this time, though.
Yeah.
He wants to go back to London below. And then, much to his surprise and delight,
The door's there.
the door opens up and Marky comes out and says, "Are you coming or what?" And then he returns. And that's
I think it's interesting to point out too that when Richard left, there's this one specific sentence that says Richard noticed that the Marquis didn't say goodbye. So I think the Marquis knew he was coming back.
Oh yeah, they didn't mention it. He was asking Dor, why didn't the Marquis come and say goodbye?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it makes.
And then
I think it would make sense.
Dor says that the Marquis is not good at
They
this
originally,
stuff.
just thought like
But now
He's one clever.
he is very clever. Yeah.
I mean, he had the foresight to store his life away in a duck egg.
Okay. Some kind of bag. Okay, then we can actually ask about something more general here. Would you be satisfied with a life like the one that they described? Big gentle love, do strange things, get married.
I'm satisfied with the gentle
What do you
love.
say?
We should talk about it in like a theme context, not like
Theme
that
context.
position. I mean, you can do that with
Well,
any
would
other.
you rather live an adventurous life or a boring life that can keep you stable?
Like throughout the entire book, it's constantly struggling. He wants security, no matter how boring
Yeah, it
it
goes
is.
through it's either security and what you know, or unknowns, or just venturing into the unknowns and taking risks.
The final side he takes is the adventurous side after returning.
So Bumble, I haven't talked a lot today. What would you choose and why?
Choose the adventure side because it's full of
What a canned answer.
Okay, so what would
Baba,
you?
that's not your-
Oh, Baba,
What do
so
you
what
want?
would you do?
What do
if
you
you're
want,
gonna teach that
seriously?
path?
Honestly, think about it.
Would you
hard.
want a kind of life where you spend all your time avoiding people trying to kill you every single second?
I wouldn't mind.
You've never been through this. You need to think about this one.
Well, I seriously wouldn't mind. I think like our lives are all set already. You know, like like probably 20 years I'll get married. Like the same thing. Our lives are mostly all set. Like, well, we're gonna go to college, get a job, probably get married. Like 80% of us
Get a job.
Well,
Are you sure you get that?
more like a billionaire, you know, somewhere around.
Yes, I know you want to be Bill Gates. So you actually think that
I always
everything
wanted to do something out of
everything
the
will be typical? What if out of the ordinary meant dying any second? Possibility.
Well, you might die in something too.
Somehow some taking risks.
It's even more.
Every day.
I mean, even with greater possibility. Why not?
Everyone dies someday.
Yeah, everyone dies.
Sometimes.
So why not die early?
I want the excitement without the danger.
But I think
danger
the
is
main
the
thing. Yeah,
excitement.
that's the thing because security, the security he keeps talking about. He even mentions like back in London above, where the most dangerous thing is probably a taxi driver driving a little too fast.
As in,
It's
I
constantly.
want to be able to feel that risk, but I don't want to actually die. So it's like I have no idea whether I'm gonna die or not, but in the end I don't know. That's what it is.
Just like,
No,
right?
that's what he said. You want if you know that you're not going to actually die.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't